For 3.8 billion years, life on Earth has been on a singular, unstoppable journey to spread. From the tidal pools to the deep oceans, from the shorelines to the forests, and ultimately into our towering cities. We have saturated our home. But what happens when you run out of new ground? What happens when your species has exhausted its terrestrial destiny? Now humanity is looking up, back to the moon, onto Mars, and toward more distant worlds. This isn't just about discovery. It's about survival. It's about ensuring the fate of our species long before our own sun flames out. Today, we explore a compelling argument laid out by astrophysicist Caleb Scharf in his book, The Giant Leap. That colonizing space is simply the next, inevitable step in evolution's long march. At the heart of this idea is the concept of dispersal. Think of it like a species migrating to a new environment on Earth. Over time, its descendants adapt, they change, and eventually a single species can become many. This is speciation. Now, imagine that process on a cosmic scale. The sheer, immense landscape of space, the zero-gravity environments, the radiation, the varying planetary surfaces will force us to adapt. Caleb Scharf suggests that a spacefaring species must change. It will speciate. Critics might ask, isn't trying to live in space maladaptive? We evolved for Earth. Scharf argues no. Look at the history of life. Organisms continually manipulate their environment. Termites build nests. Birds build nests. For humans, technology is the adaptive trait. Our habitats, our life support systems, our rockets, these are just extensions of that evolutionary need to survive and thrive in a new place. Here's the inconvenient truth. Earth is doomed. In about 1 billion years, our sun will begin to incinerate our planet. And yes, it will engulf Mars and other inner solar system worlds too. To truly survive, to secure the future of our species, we must leave the solar system entirely. We need to go interstellar. This is where the barrier lies. Breaking Einsteinian physics to reach the speeds needed is currently impossible. Chemical rockets won't do it. Even advanced ideas like light sails or ion drives still mean trips that take centuries. Scharf is honest about the uncertainty. Is this the ultimate uncrossable evolutionary barrier that all biological life comes up against? Could this explain perhaps why the universe seems so quiet? Is the interstellar journey the reason we feel so alone? The answer, for now, remains very uncertain. Space exploration isn't possible through brute strength or instinct alone. It relies on what Scharf calls the ecosystem of mathematics, physics and chemistry, knowledge that has developed over thousands of years. Is this ecosystem the cause of our evolution, or a function of it? Scharf suspects it's both. Human-like intelligence, as we understand it, has only been around for a few 100,000 years. The sobering thought is that it might be too early to tell if this emergent trait, our incredible intelligence, will ultimately have a positive or negative effect on our long-term survival. Our capacity to create is matched only by our capacity to destroy. The Apollo 11 moon landing was a hinge point in human history, yet we haven't been back since 1972. Did we stall? Scharf argues we haven't stalled at all. Human exploration beyond Earth orbit paused after Apollo, but the rest of space exploration has barreled ahead. Apollo was built for a short-term geopolitical goal. Long-term success requires a different mindset. If we leave, do we have an evolutionary responsibility to take other life with us? Absolutely. It's not just the inevitable human microbiome. We need microbial environments, and we need food. Scharf offers a radical thought. We should take a cubic kilometre of the Earth's surface, all the bugs, the plants, the microbes, and use it as the foundation of our new life support system. Evolution in space will not just be human evolution, but an evolution of a tiny portable slice of Earth's complex biosphere. With 8 billion people and growing, the image of a sudden melancholy farewell, transporting a chosen few while the rest perish, is grim. Scharf believes the process will be a more gradual rebalancing over a very long time scale. Over a century, a few thousand pioneer organisms go out, perhaps to a hollowed-out asteroid. Gradually, they grow. The great choices will fall to future generations, people born centuries after us who will have the option to stay on Earth or go somewhere else. But there is one final, fundamental human problem we must solve: our tendency toward tribalism and division. Can we ever overcome it sufficiently to do this vast, complex task collectively? The answer to that question may be the true hinge point for all our evolutionary ambition. The colonization of space is not just a scientific endeavour, it is an evolutionary imperative. It is the ultimate test of our intelligence, our adaptability, and our ability to look past our current differences for the sake of long-term survival. What do you think? Is space colonization our destiny? Let us know in the comments below.